Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from class electronic PHY 3301 group 3. So today we are going to do the lab assignment. So first of all, my name is Hazwani binti Muhammad Tamrin and my matric number is 195953.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Athikah Adila binti Zainal. My matric number is 195812.
My name is Norsyazwani binti Jamaluddin. My matric number 197305. We have to boot the circuit just like the given picture or diagram for us to boot. So we have to boot the circuit just like this, and we have the source in, node 3 out, and so on. So we have to run the DC circuit. So we have to simulate. So when we simulate it, we can we go to the DC and we run the DC circuit. So when we run, we have to determine the voltage of each of the resistor. So of the resistor. So where is the alright. So this is the voltage. And then for R1, and then for R2, where is the see this? This is voltage output and current. And next for the resistor number 3. Okay, touch it here, then you can see the voltage here. So basically it's the same lah of the R2 and R3, but number 4, question number 4. So we go into the series circuit. Okay, so for the question number 4, IB. So the question asks to predict the output voltage if R2 and R3 connected in series. So, sorry.
If the R2 and RT is in series.
Yes.
So we connected R2 and RT in series. DC to get the output voltage.
Yes.
So we have to touch the
Outbox.
So we touch again out, then we get
Okay. Oh.
V out. Okay.
You understand?
Yes, understand.
Yes. So the value for the V out is
3.462.
2 volt. Okay. For question number 5, we need to determine the input waveform and output waveform for different values of capacitor. So for this one, we will start with the 5 microfarad capacitor. So to know the input waveform and output waveform, we need to run this circuit. Okay, so click run. And then time domain, simulation. Okay. We will determine the input first, the input waveform. So click add in box. Okay, now run time domain simulation. And we will get this input waveform. So this is the input waveform. So now let's start. Let's look at the output waveform. Okay. For output, run, and then we will get this graph for the output waveform. So this is for 5 meter farad capacitor. Okay. Now let's look at the 1 microfarad. 1 microfarad. Microfarad. One ni micro. Q. 1 micro. Okay. So run this circuit First, we determine the input waveform. Okay, input. Okay, now run. And we will get this graph for input waveform. Next, let's look at the output waveform. So, press output and we will get this graph for the output waveform. So this is the graph for input and output for 5 1 microfarad. I'm sorry, this is for 1 microfarad. Okay, next for 0.1 microfarad, 0.1 microfarad. Okay, so let's run this circuit. Okay, this first is for output. Oh, okay. First we will look at the input waveform. So press in and then run, and we will get this is for input waveform. Next output. Okay, run. Okay, so here is the graph for the output waveform for 0.1 microfarad. Only you still can run this circuit? Yes. Okay, now let's look at for 1 nanofarad. 1 nanofarad. Okay, so let's run this circuit. This is for the input waveform. So just press the inbox and run. Okay, now this is the graph for the input waveform for 1 nanofarad. So let's look at the output waveform. Okay, go back. Then press the outbox and run. Okay, so here is the output waveform for 1 nanofarad. Last but not least, so let's look at the 0.1 nanofarad for both input and output waveform. 0.1 nanofarad. 0.1 nanofarad. Okay. 0.1 nanofarad. 0.1 nano. Okay. Okay, ada run.
Sekejap. Okay, ni.
Okay, in.
Right.
Okay, run. Okay. This is what input or output, Adel?
Input.
Okay, so
This is
this
for
is for
input.
input graph.
So
Okay.
for the output graph, we get this.
Oh, this is the output.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the output waveform.
Okay,
Understand?
okay.
That's all.
Okay. That's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.